Heads up, it's time to catch another edition of the Sports Ball Moment with Eddie Winters and Barry the Stallion Streib.
There it is. Barry the Stallion, welcome to the program.
I'm on blistering fire, Eddie. Another 2-0 on 5-star play.
Baby, it is crazy. I'm excited about yesterday's victory. A narrow one at that. Baltimore Ravens against the Cleveland Browns. Come back to win it. In the fourth quarter, 32-yard field goal by Justin Tucker. Stallion, let's talk a little bit about the Ravens' victory. It seemed that things were not looking good, but they came out at the end.
Yeah, it shows you the availability and the how good Steve Smith is. A 32-yard reception down at the wire, putting them in field goal range. They used the clock very, very well in that situation. But they had a couple breaks, but they're favored by 1.5. They win by 2. Now I got twins when I come home. I told you I was going to put my wife on that one. Now I got 2 of them.
There it is. That is great. You know, next week, the Ravens, they're going to be playing the Carolina Panthers, and they're currently 2-0. We got a great team of running backs. We got Joe Flacco. What can we expect for next week with the Ravens?
Well, the Ravens are definitely going to be a 5-star play over Carolina. They just got crushed by the Pittsburgh Steelers, who got crushed by the Baltimore Ravens. So we're going to be on fire right now. Look for us to Dennis Pitta went down with a hip, which is not good, but that's why we signed Owen Daniels. So we're looking for our depth to take us to the promised land, so to speak. But it looks like the Orioles are going to go against it. Don't let them place San Francisco Giants. I might have to fly out there.
Baby, you got a place to stay.
You gotta fly out.
Come on, yes. I doubt that the Orioles in the playoffs. It is official, and
hell has freezing over.
It is official that they are there, and I noticed this, and maybe you could shed some light. The last, we clinched. We're in the playoffs, but we just played Boston and just lost twice in that series. We're coming up against New York and Toronto before heading to the playoffs. How are these games going to affect the Orioles going into the playoffs?
Well, they're playing some of the position players that are bringing up from the minor leagues, so but they're keeping the bats alive, so that's a healthy thing. Their pitching is still right there. They're only giving up 2 or 3 runs a game, so I look for them to be there. They're going to face Detroit. It's a nightmare situation for me, but at least I got 3 games in Baltimore, and I don't think Detroit's playing as well as they were in the last couple of years.
Right.
Especially when they got swept out there in the World Series. So I look for Baltimore to be right there at the buzzer, baby.
I love it.
The Birds will be there at the buzzer. That's both of them, the Ravens and the Orioles.
There it is. And I got one more. Gary from Reisterstown, he asked, Stallion, you've been absolutely right about the O's this whole season, but watching Anaheim is making me nervous. How do you think the O's are going to stack up against a team like the Angels, and can Baltimore really go all the way?
Well, we beat the Angels in this series, head-to-head series, so it was a lot of one-run ball games. It's going to be, but they don't have their dominant pitcher in there, so I think our pitching staff's a little bit better than them, and I think my relief pitching is a lot better than them. So I got enough bats to match Trout and all them. So I look for if the Orioles face Anaheim, they will win.
That is it.
Trust me when I tell you.
I tell you what, you've been right this whole time, so there's no reason why I can't. I have to stick with you, baby. I've got to.
Stick with me. Now, I'm going to give you a little pop quiz. Did you remember who the Stallion said was the sleeper team in college football?
Oh,
Mississippi State. They just went into LSU and beat LSU in LSU. That's the key, baby.
That is.
When I give you a team, stick to the program, and I'll take you to the promised land.
I love
it. Mississippi State rise to the top 10 shortly.
I love it, Stallion. As always, such a pleasure to talk with you. We're gonna continue to do this every week until we are at the promised land, at the gates, high-fiving each other and drinking a beer. I can't wait.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Stallion. Again, we'll talk to you next week. And keep that crystal ball all shined up down there at St. Pete. Will you do that for us?
I got that crystal ball all shined up. Still kissing that trophy, baby.
I love it. Thank you, Stallion. Thank you so much.
This has been the Sports Ball Moment with Eddie Winters and Barry the Stallion Streib.